as a community. The people that we have around, they like to share what they've done. You feel, I mean, you most of your fears go away because you empathize with them. They went through that, I'm going through that, and I feel more like, okay, yeah, I think I can make this happen to me as well. you know we have groups right now, I mean, all over the country through Zooms. We have several ways that we can identify with others. We can ask questions to others. And I'm so happy that I met people that I never met before in this community that are successful, and they have the same mentality that I am. And I think I grow when I reach this type of people. The example that I see is this: if I light a match and I put through the wind, it will go away, right? But if I light a match and another match and another match and another match, everything will be a big light, a big fire. That's how I feel when I find a person that has the same way of thinking like me. I feel like I'm growing, and that's what I found in Renata's. Okay, I still have another ones that want to blow me away, or others that have negativity in their mind, and I'm trying to be away from this type of people because my mind is the thing that I protect the most. Because through my mind, I can achieve great goals, or I can or I can fail. Anyway, you guys, I'm excited today. Okay, so when you talk to your people, when you talk to your prospect, that's what I'm planning to do. I'm gonna just tell them that take baby steps. You know, some people want to take like a great leap forward. You know, as I said before, they want to change right now. They want money right now, but it won't happen. I have to let them understand that that's where they've been wired. I mean, if I work so many hours, I need to be paid so many hours. They want money right now. In that 8-hour jobs, they pay them every week or every other week. But here in this industry, it's not like that. So we need to um, we need to teach them, or let them understand that it's a different world that they want to move to. Long-term financial success is not measured in how big your stride is. Long-term financial success is measured in the number of steps and the number of actions, the number of attempts you do, which direction you're moving, and in the number of years. Okay, so as I said, there's a lot of people that they cannot take the baby steps because they need a ladder to get out of the financial hole they've been dug themselves. Because of what? Because of lack of a habit. I mean, good habits, the lack of education. So people, when they come to Renatos, they already in a hole. Like, oh, gosh, I need at least 20K, and I say it's not the money doesn't solve your money problems. You have to reward yourself first. Because if I give you 20K right now, you will be in debt again. And they're like, yeah. So I don't pretend to be hard on them, but sometimes I have to, because I want them to reward them to think differently, to understand that money that is not that easy, unless they can certainly, I mean, that's fast. I meant to say, it's not that fast unless they want to, apply and bless other people's lives. There's too much to learn and realize that the transaction is more just than mental learning. It also involves emotional learning. A lot of people don't like this path, and often they end up crashing, as I said before. So it takes a lot of emotional learning. What's emotional learning? Emotional learning, emotional learning, for me, what I understand when I say this is, when I people, my prospects perhaps won't understand much of what I say, not only because of my beautiful accent, but also it's a new language, real estate language. But they will feel the energy, they will feel my passion, and how I can feed me with passion and energy, because I need to prepare myself. I need to condition myself every day. And how I condition myself every day, I said this before, and I try to do it every day. And sometimes it's every other day, but I mean, I work and make it every day. I condition myself. I'll listen to good audios, people that will inspire me. I do my affirmation, my vision board. I repeat myself. I try to make this, what I say, be internally in my mind. And usually I say things that is not happening right now, but I do it in a present mode. But if I just repeat and repeat and repeat without feeling it, it will be maybe a waste of time. And at the very beginning happens, like you are saying something. Let's say you're making 60K a year and you want 100K, right? Let's say you say, I want to make 100K, but you don't believe it yourself. Like, yeah, would I? How am I do it? Those doubts interfere with your desire. And I know at the very beginning that will happen. But the more you say it, the more you believe it. The more you say it, the more you believe it. Usually, what I also have been doing, I go in front of the mirror, say, Lily, you are making this amount of money. You are making this, you are doing this with your life. You are traveling this, you are buying this, you have this. I mean, and I do it more and more and more. And I usually, as I said, also do my affirmation, vision board. I listen to good audios, exercises, and I do something with what they call internally is a moment of silence, which can be like a yoga time or when I pray to my heavenly Father. So I do a lot of things just to condition myself to be prepared. Okay. Someone make a comment here. It was Healy. I didn't hear that. I love it. I love it. Okay. I really like how you put the money will not solve your problems, changing your mindset. Thanks, Gilly. Thanks, Gilly.
Loving everything that you're saying right now.
Thank you. Let me see. Now I lost my page. Here I am. Okay, there you go. Okay, so most of people get stuck where they are because they are too afraid of making mistakes, right? Okay, what if I lose money? What if I don't make it right? This fear or self-doubt is primarily what keeps them trapped into inaction, right? That is why action beats inaction. If take an action and made a mistake, oh well, you have learned something. And like Yosaki said, sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. So that's how we see mistakes. The mistakes are for to grow. And I understand why sometimes we're afraid of making mistakes. I don't know about you, but when I went to elementary and on my school, if I made a mistake, I was grounded. So then no one wants to make this. No one wants to make mistake anymore. But it's okay to make mistakes. But of course, with Renato's education, we minimize those mistakes, right? But if we do, oh well, no big deal. The best part is in your mind. If you lose all of your money, all of your assets, you can start all over again. Okay, that's what I have in my mind. I mean, I need to protect my best asset, which is here. If I don't have this, I mean, everything will go away. And again, don't be afraid of making mistakes. Be careful about that disease. Of course, the analysis paralysis. Sometimes you say, no, that property, it won't be a good portfolio in my, it won't be a good property in my portfolio. Nah, next one, next one. And the time goes by and you haven't bought anything, right? Um, well, of course, with analysis that we have, and if the numbers work, if you have the resources, when I say resources, I mean that you have to have the money. You have to know people that have the money, and you can buy one rental, one property. Put that goal in your vision board for next year. At least one rental property. You can do rental, or you can do short-term rental on that one. I assure you that honestly, that's the best way. And right now you won't see it because I only want to give me like $400 a month. Well, be patient. That house that you're buying right now, in 5 years, will have a lot of equity. And you then can sell it and buy a bigger house or a bigger duplex or something that will flow more money to you. But if you don't buy anything, what do you have to sell in 5 years? Nothing. You will only be watching other people having success. Okay. So also when you thinking about mistakes, think about how did we learn to walk or riding bicycles, but making mistakes, right? And it hurt when we fall from our bike. But here we are. We're still alive. We didn't die. Will be the same thing when we make mistakes in real estate. It's not the end of the world. Again, the education that we have will minimize those mistakes. And I usually say this to people: if you're new in Renatos and you want to do a strategy and you don't know much about it, associate or partner up with someone that already knows. You may not make a lot of money right now, but that's okay. But you will have the best. The best is what are you going to learn, basically. And that's something we have to reward, because we are like, I need the money now. Actually, no, you don't. So it's so important that we maintain a long-term vision plan. If we do so, people that are following us will do the same, right? If we have a long-term vision plan. um, like Keely said when she introduces me, for me in these 3 years is what I achieved my goal. But it's not like I got everything in 3 years. I've been looking for this for so long and trying so many things that didn't work before, you know? So don't compare yourself with other people. Compare yourself with the best version of yourself, what you can be, what's your potential. And if it takes you, longer to get properties, that's fine. But do something at least. Say, my goal is 1. Maybe Killa's goal is 3. Maybe Lily's goal is 10. Doesn't matter. It's what is your goal? What are you doing right now, and what you can do better next year, right? So, long term. Remember, long term vision plan. I believe in delayed gratification. Believe in delayed gratification. I don't mean to have a miserable life right now, but why people is stuck in where they are right now is because they want to live their, if they're a young couple, they want to live their life right now. Oh, I want to buy 2 cars, I want to buy new furniture, new everything, and now I have to work the rest of my life to pay off everything. Is it worth it? I tell you this because I've done that. When I came to this country, so with no nothing, and then I got the possibility, I bought everything new. And I was like, oh my goodness, now I have to work. I was killing my dreams. Then again, that's what I'm telling you, not to do that. And if you're already in debt, let's say you're already there, then it will be a little bit hard to work, but it's still doable. Do something with massive, get somehow massive income to pay your debt. Hello, if you want massive income, marketing is the way, because you can get easy money right away. And then you can get off all of your debts, and now you can start thinking, okay, now I don't have any debts. What I'm gonna do now? How I can make this work for me now? Um, in my experience, I've seen people approaching me, as I said before, to make money fast, seeking for short-term answers because they have money problems that need to be solved today. And I was always saying, hey, you can do fix and flip, you can do wholesaling. That was my answer before. But as I said, those strategies take time, to make it work. But luckily, we have a fantastic compensation plan, the best compensation plan ever. We don't require a monthly purchase, right? Or a group amount required. And on top of that, we make money with the product we buy. I'm not talking about any other company, but there's a lot of companies you have to buy a juice or a beauty product in order to make your purchases every month. But then you have to stack up in your garage all of those sales. You cannot even make any money. You have to resell it. But when we buy Renatos, we make money out of the product, right? And we don't have to buy every month, right? We're not required. If we get a qualification, we don't lose it because we don't make a certain requires. The only require is pay your ICM 197 once a year. Can it get better than that? Honestly? As I said before, we can make between 300 and 11,200 per sale in commissions. When I was in tune with all of this, I think in 1 month I made like 4 combos. I sold 4 combos, and I was like 40K in 1 month. And what did I did? I just talked to people, They came with a credit card. They sign up. I, give them instructions on a new orientation person. It was easy. It was no stress, and I felt great. That's the most important part. I felt so great that they had a chance to change their lives. So not only making money is Renato's offer you not only making money, but also offers, if you are that way, fulfill yourself so other people can also be financially free. I remember in 2019, actually, by I think at the end or at the middle, I don't remember exactly, I was feeling bad, and I let this thought thinking in me, because a lot of people that bought the education was doing nothing. And they were saying, yeah, I invested 20K, and it's not working for me. And I was feeling like, oh my goodness, I let that thought sink in me and affected me, because even I was doing my presentations and my one-on-ones, people couldn't feel the authenticity in my words. Then I realized, you know what? People are having those issues because they are coming wired incorrectly. They want money fast. It takes time to make money through real estate strategies. And now I know. Now, so I went through that. At the very beginning, I was devastated, but I'm glad I did, because I went over that already. I learned from that. And if you're going through that, keep in mind again, it's not, if people buy the education and they're not doing anything, it's not your fault. You are bringing the opportunity. It's up to them to make that opportunity work for them. How big are their dreams? How big they want to fight for their dreams? They have the tools, but they want the money right now. Okay, so, and again, like, just converting the story in a happy story. Half of the people that were complaining in 2019 about not making any money, this year I saw them buying rental property. So I'm so glad that is happening for them. So just keep in mind that 2021 is coming, and let's make our best year ever. Let's see what we have learned from 2020. Even was a devastating year for so many. Some people lost a lot of families or friends, or lost their income. Let's think about, what did I learn from this 2020, and be grateful about it. I mean, is it grateful about 2020? Yes, still be grateful about that, because those challenges force us to grow somehow. So what I can take from 2020 to 2021 to make this the best year ever. Make your goals, your habits, and maybe another call we will talk about how we can maybe restructure our goals, how we can make it work. And yeah, I just want to say to all of you, because I think that will be my last call from this year, right, Kelly?
That's right. I guess, yeah, we're not going to be meeting on Christmas, so that would be correct.
Well, I just want to wish everyone happy, Merry Christmas, wonderful time, basically. I mean, whatever is in your heart, try to improve those feelings in your heart. If you have people that you aren't getting along or haven't talked for a while, maybe this is the time, to talk to others and share your feelings. One thing that I learned is the gift of giving. If you're going through problems, personal issues, maybe immerse yourself in serving others, giving something. And then your problems may not change, but your attitude will. You will feel more grateful for, and you'll have more new experiences that will make you grateful and will lift you up. So thanks, Keely, and Merry Christmas to you all.
Thank you so much, Lily. Happy holidays, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.